In today's test, we'll be comparing sound of affordable amps and cabinets represented by Laney IRT Studio with IRT212, Randall Diavlo RD20 with Treasure 412A, Blackstar HT5 with HT110 speaker, Marshall Valvestate 15 with MG412 box, and amplifier plugins for UAD-2 and Apollo interfaces, namely the undisputed alpha dog of rock and roll guitar amps, the Marshall 1959 Superlead, Friedman's high-end boutique masterpiece BE100, and high-gain state-of-the-art tone machine meticulously modeled Engl E646VS limited edition. For this video, I've prepared two loops, guitar loop and simple drum rhythm. It's a 7-track loop from looploft.com and directly recorded clean guitar. So now we want to reamp this directly recorded guitar and record it with 3 different microphones, 2 SM57s and Golden Age Project Tube Active Ribbon microphone. So add 3 tracks and pack them into a folder. First, let's check if correct inputs are assigned to tracks. Should be input 1, 2, and 4, as I'm using these inputs. 1 and 2 for SM57, 4 for Golden Age Ribbon. Next thing is to send the dry guitar to correct output as we are reamping it. Now using Studio One functionality, we'll add a bass track to the pack folder and change the color of all tracks. In a live room, we'll be using 2 SM57s, one in the very center of the speaker and one at the edge slightly angled, and Golden Age Project R1 Tube Active, which is active tube ribbon microphone, about 40 centimeters from the cabinet. Dry guitar is routed out via output number 7 and then via reamper it goes directly to the guitar input of the amplifier. First, we'll use Blackstar HT5, which is a nice dual-channel amp with one major flaw, knobs without the black dot, so you can't see what you dialed in. Let's switch it on. All dials 12 o'clock, only gain goes to 3. We'll arm all folder for recording and we are ready to reamp. Okay, first recording done. Let's quickly swap the speaker for Randall 412 Treasure. Set up all 3 mics as similar as possible to previous position, and we are ready to another recording. On a computer, we duplicate the folder, which will duplicate the folder with all 3 tracks. We rename it to Randall. We'll add bass channel, which will automatically create bass channel with the same name. And we'll change the color of 3 tracks inside the folder. Cable in, switch on, and once is this 20-watt all-tube 2-channel head ready, we'll push it from the standby mode. Gain to 3 o'clock, all other knobs go to 12 o'clock. On a computer, we mute the Blackstar folder so we don't hear it and arm Randall for recording. Let's reamp. Okay, recorded. Let's go quickly to the live room and let's move the big Randall crasher out and replace this 50 kilo beast with more portable Laney IRT 212. On a computer, we'll again duplicate the folder and rename it, this time Laney. We'll add a bus channel, which again will create a bus channel with the same name, and we change the color for better orientation. Already changed head in the studio, so now we have to plug the cable in and flip the only power switch IRT Studio has. Now let's set, as always, all dials to 12 o'clock, gain to 3. As we will be using lead channel, we are setting up the bottom half of the equalizer. So all to 12, reverb is off, presence also to 12. On a computer, we mute all channels we recorded so far, i.e. Blackstar and Randall, and we'll arm Laney and we're ready to reamp. Okay, record it. So let's do the last physical exercise and install Marshall MG412. On the computer, we will again duplicate a folder, rename it, we'll add a bus channel, and introduce the color coding for better orientation. We'll plug in reamp box into this vintage amp. We'll switch on this transistor box and set it again to 12 o'clock equalizer and 3 o'clock gain channel 1 and gain 2 on channel 1. So now is this one channel transistor amp ready for reamping. We just double check that all other channels are muted, arm all 3 channels in the folder by clicking on the record button on the folder, and we are ready for reamping. We are done with recordings. Now we will bounce UAD plugins into new tracks. First, Marshall 1959 Super Late Plexi, then Engl E646 VS Limited Edition, and then Brown Eye 100 from Friedman. We have all 3 plugins in the same track, and we will be recording them one by one. We activate Marshall, and from the song menu, we select Export Stems. Select Clean Track, Between Start and End, and Import to Track Options. Once we click OK, Studio One will bounce selected track into new track with active plugins engaged. Now we activate Engl plugin and we'll repeat all these steps. Now we have bounced also the Engl track. We'll repeat it for the 3rd time for Friedman Brown Eye, and we have all 3 tracks bounced to new tracks. Now let's do the final edit. We cut all tracks for the same length and we'll distribute them throughout the timeline. Once this is done, we have to duplicate drum loops by pressing D and move the end marker to the end of the loop. Now listen to all amps one by one. You did hear plugins and real amps and speakers. Our affordable amps are priced around 400 to 500 euro per unit, speakers from 200 to 500 each. Plugins for UAD-2 and Apollo interfaces are from 120 to 220 euro, and real Engl, Marshall Plexi or Friedman BE100 are from 2,500 to 4,500 euro. What is the best option? It really depends on the application and disposable cash. You'll be the judge. Thank you for watching.